Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Let's see, you still connected, buddy? You are. Good. Okay. I'm not really with it today, so this is going to be a weird stream probably, but I still wanted to work on this because I think this picture is really cool, so I'm excited to work on it. Avocados are just neat. And I think the background color of the plate fits the stream, which I'm excited about. So, this is the same thing we did last time, just a different photo. So this is the food paint challenge from Instagram, and you can do !FPC to see the information for that. This week they had a guest host who is the one who took the photo. So you can find them there. They're the one that's highlighted at the bottom. So yeah, I did download some new paintbrushes. Hi, Lemon. I'm taking a sippy. I did it. I did it. I did the sippy. I did download some new brushes because I thought this would be a good opportunity to play with oil textures, like oil paint textures. So I paid somebody for new brushes because I'm just like that. I was like, oh, I'll use all these old brushes that I haven't used before, and then I immediately went and got different brushes for this. Okay, so our avocados here. If I was smart, I would have set up a link for where I got these brushes, but I didn't. I'm a bit out of it this week. I say as if I'm in it any other time. But the reason I canceled last stream was because some stuff changed and my brother needed to go help out my dad again. So we had to, on short notice, so we had to get everything ready for him to head out, which was stressful. Do I want to do the plate like that? Didn't change layers. So like, I could do that, or I could just make it all the one color. I guess the shading wouldn't make sense if it wasn't circular on the plate. Hi Sparkle, how are you doing today? Let's see. We've got a pretty intense shadow like right there. Good, glad to hear it. Kind of highlights through there. Oh, that's the worst when you're in a comfortable position and don't realize how bad it's gotten you. Let's see. I'll do it. I'll do it. Hydrate. Sip taken. Oh, it would help if I had my own rewards queue open. Stretchy, you got it. Maybe I should just change the hydrate to sippy. There we go. I like that I got my shit together and actually started stream on time today. because I'm not feeling great today. So I'm stretching, if you can't tell by the way my voice suddenly got really weird. I'm not feeling great today, but I still did a whole bunch of stuff, like actually got a load of dishes done, and I didn't skip any eating, even though I'm super nauseous today. So doing good. I'm like that too, Sparkle, and sometimes it just really makes my elbows super mad and I have to stop doing it, and it's really annoying because like I want to lay like that, but my body won't let me anymore. Okay, stretch accomplished. Seeing Grimm's badge in chat also reminded me, are you guys ready to see sub badges? I did sub badges and I did bit badges last Friday since I wasn't streaming. So these are sub badges, and I've made my own flare for the tier 2 and tier 3 that we don't have yet, but well, I guess we have it on mine because I automatically get a tier 3 sub because I'm the streamer. So you get little knitting needles that aren't super obvious, I don't think, but I don't think they need to be. So we got sub badges and we got random colors. I just used a random color generator and then mixed things a bit so that colors that were super similar weren't next to each other. And because I'm me, I planned out way too far ahead into the future with these. Here, I'll just show you. These aren't even all the ones that I did. I have a problem, and that problem is that I'm way too organized. So whenever we get there, I guess. And I did the same thing with the bit badges. So I did all of the ones that are available to upload. So those are all set. Little paint tubes with random paint. So I did the similar colors with both the sub badges and the bit badges, but they aren't in exactly the same order. And a little bit crazy, but I've been told that that's fun and desirable. So so those are done. I still have emote work to do. I did do a sketch of an animated dance emote. I just copied one of the dance moves that's in Animal Crossing New Horizons because I have Celeste's amiibo card, so I just made her dance and recorded it and then copied the animation a little bit. I can actually show that to you if you guys want to see. I also have like a hug one that I didn't copy. Here, I'll show you the hug one first. Or it won't stay connected. Oh, I need to switch scenes. I'm so stupid today, you guys. I say that with love in my heart. My brain is just not working very well. You got to keep one limb out from under the blanket at all times, Sparkle. That's how you control your heat level. It's the proper way to do things. Okay, so this is one that I sketched entirely myself, which I think you can tell, and it's still a little bit messy. But a little hug and squish. Enjoy your food, Grim. So there's that one. The arm's a little wonky still. I need to fix that. There's that one. And then I did sketches for this one, which I started sketching on top of the thing, so there's just going to be one random red spot that pops up. But there's a dance one. We only have one animated emote slot, so I'm probably going to do both of these, like get them sketched out and then let you guys choose which you would prefer to have. And I did add a sub goal, just like I'm not concerned about it. I'm not trying to push anybody to sub. Not a big deal. I don't care. I don't need the money. I'm safe. Like, no big worry. But I did put up a sub goal just to say when we unlock a next emote slot for subscribers. And once you unlock that, it doesn't matter if you go back down, it stays unlocked. So we can add another sub emote when we hit 15 sub points, which would be 15 tier 1 subs. I just want to be a little bit transparent about when you guys can expect new things, pretty much. Good point, Sparkle. Good point. And yeah, I'm very much a plan ahead kind of a person. I think obsessively about things a lot. It's just how my brain works. Anyway, avocados. That's what we're doing today. But I also need to get bit emotes done. And the sketching for this may go a little bit funky. I think I'm doing all right so far, but I put a different protector on my iPad yesterday and didn't get a chance to really like test it out. So we'll see. It is different. I got one of those like supposedly paper feeling ones, so it has a matte texture. So it'll wear out the Apple Pencil tip faster, but I'm fine with that. I have extras. What kind of muffin was it? That could be a horrible crime depending on the flavor of the muffin. Oh, I think you might have to kill him. That's not my favorite kind of muffin, but that is a good one. I'm a lemon poppy seed person, personally, which is a mildly controversial opinion, I think. We have some blueberry muffins in the house because my brother got them before he left, but I don't really like blueberry muffins, so I'm probably just going to need to throw them out because I'm not going to eat them, which I feel bad about doing, but... that sounds like a lot of work, so maybe not. I think this isn't big enough. I also think this bottom isn't big enough. Okay. So I got new brushes, so we're gonna play with these a bit. They did have a little like example video on their YouTube, which was really nice, before I actually spent money on what I was doing. I think we're just gonna make the plate my signature mint color that because it's close enough. I was gonna finish that sentence and then I forgot what I was talking about. That's the kind of day it is today. I'm gonna try to be good about not turning the canvas as much, because I feel like that's really annoying when you're trying to watch something. So these are oil style brushes, oil and acrylic. So they blend more together when you use them, which I think is interesting. And I am not an oil painter at all. The brushes I used to do the apple last time were watercolor brushes, which is more of what I do. I've done exactly one major oil painting in my life, and I did not particularly enjoy it. It takes a lot of time to dry, and that just is not how I function as a person. Ew, I did not like that line. So I did one for a school project and then never did it again. I actually gave the oil paints away to somebody else who was doing the thing. I mean, we could just spin it around, but I don't know. I'm not a big motion person. Like, I have animated emotes turned off. Oh, that's helpful. I'm doing this one? Question mark? Thick round. Something nobody will ever call me. Okay. Let's do... Sorry, I shouldn't click. That's probably really loud. Make this shadow a bit darker. Oh, that's super helpful. I wish I had something like that. Instead of carrying around a big ass purse that makes my back hurt. There are some highlights in the shadow too. I'm sorry, Valhalla soundtrack. You're really loud to me today. My brain just... disaster zone. It's the exact same level of sound as always, and yet... I didn't do that on purpose. I do like the kind of streaky effect you get with this. It does feel very painterly and artsy. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Do I like the results? Yes. So that's good. think I know a little bit what I'm doing with these brushes just because I watched the person's little tutorial about them, which helps a little bit. And I think a lot less of art is actually knowing what you're doing than people like to think it is, honestly. A lot of it is just poking at it until you're happy with it. I do think that I like this new screen cover. I was having more problems than usual with, excuse me, my Apple Pencil slipping the other day when I was working, which is part of why I finally decided to go for a more matte finish one. Because what I had before was just a tempered glass cover, so it was really slick, which is part of why I have so much stabilization on most of my brushes. Oh, I was thinking, I feel like I'm forgetting to say something that I meant to say when I started stream. I bought a desk. When that will show up, nobody knows. But that does mean that as I work on cleaning up some more stuff and making room for it, I'll actually have a set streaming area so I can actually do physical art more often. I may set up stuff to do more physical stuff on Friday. I'm not sure what I want to work on. I do still have those sewing stickers that I need to finish up. But I have like a lot of various projects going on that we could do. So if people wanted to see like fiber art, I have some knitting that I need to do. I could also work on my gigantic cross stitch. That's just like a personal project. It's that I do every once in a while. I think I need to make that more yellow. I have multiple painting projects I could work on. So if anybody has an opinion, feel free to let me know, I guess. The way these mix is like weird to me. A learning curve. What else do I have that I could work on? There's more, but my brain is just not giving it to me right now. Is that stickers? I guess I could work on packaging stuff. I need to make like business cards and a proper logo for myself and stuff like that. I don't know that I want to do that on stream though, unless somebody's like dying to see it. I do also have a friend's birthday coming up later this month, and I usually make him art. And I haven't done that yet because I've been busy. This year has been just like absolutely insane. I'm so busy all the time. Just like things keep happening. I could always work on emotes on stream too, I guess, if we want to see more digital stuff. I'm easy. I flip through projects like nobody's business, so. I feel like that doesn't look like shadow, it just looks like the... It disconnected. Of course it disconnected. Technical difficulties. Reconnect, please. There we go. We're back. That's so annoying. I was saying something and I don't remember what it was anymore. That's fine though. The way the colors interact with this is very interesting and probably would make more sense if I had ever really properly worked with oils before, I would guess. Okay, that's more what I want. The other one's more like blendy. Taco Bell is better than food. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. I should not. I was gonna say cannot, but I could theoretically, but I should not get Taco Bell. I have a bunch of food I need to eat here, but it involves effort. Okay, maybe we're getting the hang of these. I need to keep myself from getting Starbucks on Sundays. I got into the habit and it's like expensive. I spent like $100 on Starbucks last month, and that's not a smart way to live my life. I did sell an original piece of art to one of my patrons. So that's a reasonable amount of money, but not order Starbucks every other day money. think my base avocado colors are not quite where they need to be. Is that... It's closer, I think. I don't think I really know what I'm doing with these brushes, but I do like them. Just need to have more practice, probably. it's Wink. Hey folks, how you doing? Thanks for the raid. Wink, I have a great thing to tell you too. Hi! You were actually my 69th follower. So congratulations. Thanks everybody, welcome in. How was stream? What were you working on today? Was it still the, I haven't been in for a while, but you were working on the like Homestuck style OCs, right? Good, glad to hear it. Thank you, Lemon. Oh, game this time. What were you playing? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's been like super cold here, which is wild because everybody else is freaking burning. That's right. I saw that you were doing that yesterday and I didn't get to stop in. I think it was yesterday. I don't know what days are anymore. Yeah, time, man. I don't get it. Yeah, so this is a food painting challenge from Instagram. So the reference image is up in the corner there. I put the rules underneath all the paint. That was silly of me. So these are the rules. This week they had a special guest who took the reference photo. And pretty much they just set you loose for a week to work on the reference photo however you want to do it. You can do whatever medium or whatever. I've been doing digital art to play with some more brushes. But maybe next week I'll do physical. We'll see. So just doing some avocados and playing with some new oil brush style brushes that I got this week, which I don't really know what I'm doing with them, but that's the point of learning. And if you need to run to go, grab some food or water or something, totally cool. I understand. So I've decided to just do this on Tuesdays since they have a new reference photo every week. Yeah, that's fair. Taking some time in some cooler water probably helps with life too, especially when it's that warm. Thanks. And thank you again for the raid. I don't know, I think it's vaguely recognizable, but I feel like there's some aspect of this that I'm not getting. And I think maybe it's partially a color thing. Because I really didn't make the center of this as yellow as it is in the photo, perhaps. I've also messed with the shapes and the sizes a bit, but that's fine. I think lowering the opacity on my line work will help me see what's going on here. Do you think that I pushed the shadow in some spots in a way that doesn't really make sense. So I need to like lighten up over here a bit. I think I need to break out some smudgy too at some point. This is also just like not my usual style at all, which is part of the reason I'm doing it. So that will be part of what I'm thinking too. I do like the streaky effect these get. I also need to put the shadow over top. That's going to be part of why my brain is thinking that this isn't right. It's because I haven't finished it yet. Wow. Wild how that works. I think I want to do the shadow over top. I'm not sure what color I'm gonna like for this, but we'll find out. I probably don't want to use this brush. I probably want to use the lighter one, this one. I am definitely gravitating towards the round brush too, which is not a shock. That's what I use when I'm doing physical watercolors too. I just like them round. Well, maybe a flat brush would be better for this in particular. I say as I proceed to continue to not change the brush. I think that's not dark enough. I want to move that more towards green too. Let's try you. I think that feels better already. That's probably what my brain was freaking out about. Me and my brain are not fully connected together today. Especially with art, I don't know. Sometimes it just takes a extra second to get it together. I think more of this is in shadow than I've had it set up to be. Hi, Observus. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why it also emailed me that I just got a follow. That's helpful, I guess. Thank you, and welcome in. I think I'm getting closer to somewhere. This feels better than it did a minute ago. Get some more of the textures in there. I need to write down to find my freaking gloves so that I stop nudging the cameras. Wow, mouse, please, nudging the canvas like that on accident. Thank you again, Lemon. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere now. I still think that the pit hole, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know if there's a better word for that. The hole on the left side is not in a place that I'm happy with. I'll put it that way. That's a lot of hours, Lemon. What was your important discovery? Oh. I think I need to smooth those colors out a bit. I think that will make me feel better about life. Let's try this and see what that does. Yes, that's better. I think. Is that better? Maybe. which let's try flat again and see how that goes. I still think that it needs more yellow. Maybe not quite that yellow. Let's see, let's try there. I like that better. Maybe I want to push the shadow on the pit some more. Where is that random green coming from? Probably right here. There we go. That's better. Well, I think it looks like an avocado, so that's close. I think the light on the pit is the best part here. In my estimation, I think the plate's not that important, but I also don't think it looks very much like a plate. I think last week I made the apple like way bigger than it was in the image, and I think in this one I made the avocados way smaller. Which isn't bad or good, it just is. I don't know that the pit hole reads very well. And I think that's also just because of the way that it is in the reference photo. So maybe I just want to make that read better, even if it's not accurate to the reference photo. Which I think just doing some more intense lighting over here will help with that. Maybe do a more saturated yellow. Like that. Yeah, I think that reads a little bit better. Do need to smooth out that yellow a little bit, I think. Not that much. Calm down. I think that's a bit better. And maybe deepen the shadow on the other side. Or like that. I think that reads better even if it's not as accurate. Which, accurate doesn't really matter because it's art. And I am not a realist. I do think that this little spot looks a little funky here. So maybe I'm gonna just green that up a little so it stands out a little bit less. More like that. I think I want to add some more brown details on the stem bit. That makes it less of a focal point because it's not as bright against the shadow. I do think I want to pop the light point on the pit a little bit to make that more the focal point, since that's the part that I like the best. It's also the lightest part on the actual image, but something like that. Then blending it out a little bit. I might want to do some kind of like yellow highlights around it too with the detail brush here. Like that. I could mess with the plate more, but I don't think it's gonna make me like it any better. If I'm being honest with myself. I do think that one spot of white in the background is like really distracting. So let's change that. Change off of the detail brush first. That's what I was using there. Even though it's not entirely accurate, I can do some more grays over here just to tone that down a little bit so it draws the eye less. I think that's better. Is there anything else that I want to change about it? I think I could change the shadow a little bit around the pit, but I don't mind that not being entirely sensical. Because I think it gets the point across pretty well. I did make them like a lot closer together than they really are too. I don't know. I think I'm alright with how that ended up. I guess this green along the edge, I say, oh, let's finish, and then I find something else to do. I think the green right around here is a little bit too bright. So I think that's better. I don't know. I think that's maybe it. That one was faster than last time. Maybe just because I accepted my own limitations. which is an important part of any hobby. And something I need to work on everywhere. All right, I'm calling it. I'm gonna sign it. It's gonna be real. I guess I could try to sign with the detail brush. Usually I use one specific brush, but I feel like since I'm doing the paint thing, might as well do it this way. All right, it's an avocado. I really should have queued up that vine for this. That would have been so funny. I just didn't even think about it until right now. It's an avocado. Thanks. All right. I don't particularly want to start another project because I'm not feeling great today. So I think probably the smart answer for me is to go lay down and pretend like I don't exist for an hour before I make dinner. So let me see who else is around to bother. Here's an artist we haven't rated before. I don't even remember when I followed them, but I know that I did. Let's see what they're working on. I can feel my painkillers wearing off, and that's very unpleasant. Oh, it says drawing monsters. That seems like our kind of thing, right, guys? Ooh. Okay. I will be live on Friday in the morning, 10:30 Alaska time, which would be 11:30 Pacific. And if I'm feeling well enough, I'll set up the physical art camera and all that jazz, and then we can work on maybe sewing stickers. I'd like to get those done, or maybe something else. We'll see. I do have some sewing stuff I could do, or some knitting, or some embroidery, or 35,000 other things because I don't know how to work on one thing at a time. But I'll see you all then. And I don't really have anything else fun or important to say because I'm just like super out of it today. So let me make sure I'm spelling this username correctly. I think so. All right. We're gonna go read this person. I'm sure I've hung out on their chat before and I just don't remember because I follow so many artists that are on at weird times. So everybody be nice and be nice to yourselves. and have a good time until I see you again.